Hello, everyone. When we were last here, well, I suppose you could say I'm generally surprised we made it out alive, considering all things. All our friends are dead. Our commander-in-chief is dead. Somehow we're still alive. Things couldn't get any worse, right? Well, let's find out. The ship hits the ground so hard that some components break off due to the strong impact. You disembark with two of your crew members and are shocked by the state of the ship. You knew from the engineer's reports that it had been serious, but the fact that the ship had made it this far is practically a miracle. Although the damage to the exterior is terrible, the inside of the ship does not fare much better. A large part of the systems remain inoperative after the battle. Navigation, databases, generators. There's not a single module that works properly among all of them. The artificial intelligence system has suffered the most. It's a miracle we're still alive. You're- Hmm. You remain silent as you continue to think about what happened during the battle. What had happened? You remember the ship being practically destroyed. The screams of the crew and the darkness. You remember listening to Mai in the distance, and then everything is blurry. The only thing you know for sure is that you're alive thanks to Mai. Somehow she had managed to unleash enough power to take on Hydra. Though not without consequences, many components of the artificial intelligence system are severely damaged due to the energy overload. Anderson interrupts your thoughts. Which way is the farm? Check your location. You take out the terminal and scan the surrounding area. It looks like the White Farm is a few miles away. You've been lucky. Since with the ship in that condition, you could easily have landed anywhere on the planet. You answer as you get going. We didn't stray off course that much. We'll just follow the road until we reach the farm. Costa and Carpentier nod. For now, it would be best for the rest of the crew to stay on the ship, taking care of the wounded and the rescued prisoners from Sol Invictus. Set out. Along the way, the rain soaks your uniforms. You walk without saying a word, in a silence that is beginning to feel uncomfortable. Your ship is wrecked. Nartos has one of the Hydra cores. Sheep and his men are dead. Bradley is still in grave condition. Banner hasn't said a word since you left Sol Invictus. And as for Mason, you sigh. A few days ago, it seemed that the Alliance was finally gaining ground on the Children of the Sun, and now everything seems to be falling apart. A shrill sound behind you makes you turn around. On the highway, an old pickup truck rolls down its window, and you immediately recognize its occupants. Data? You get into the truck and continue towards the farm. It is raining so heavily you're surprised the Data could see anything through the windshield. Data. After the attack, the team decided to stay. Since then, we have helped Ghost and Gears rebuild the farm. Not that we're the best carpenters, but another set of hands never hurts, right, Chip? Chip answers with a big smile. Data. I never imagined myself living in the countryside. Boy, what a relief. The attack of the Children of the Sun's databases was a blast. But I swear was a moment when I thought we wouldn't live to tell the tale. Has there been any news from the Interstellar Republic? Data's smile fades. Officially, no information's been given, but Nemesis hasn't been idle. Nothing's been heard from Mason's fleet since her departure. and the headquarters is in chaos, part of our fleet is still holding position in the Children of the Sun's territory. But the Republic has never been as disorganized as it is now. In the absence of command, hundreds of SMC and renegade army ships have deserted. The Allies are retreating, and the Children of the Sun seem to be moving to reinforce the defenses in their sectors. As far as we know, the Alliance still holds Nova Magna, but the enemy's attacks are becoming more intense. If things keep going on like this, it won't be long before the Children of the Sun take it all back. What about Nartos? We're not certain. We only know that Nartos and several of his commanders have left the battlefield. We won't know what it is yet, but we're sure he's up to something. If he hasn't led the counterattack yet, he must be with Vanlith on Alpha Centauri. Levi Vanlith of the Linthey Project? Oh dear, we must find Mason and inform her immediately. If the Children of the Sun are working with that maniac, then. You interrupt. Mason is dead. Data is stunned. Seriously, Schmidt? What happened in Sol Invictus? You clench your fists. I screwed up, Data. This time I really screwed up. You keep quiet the rest of the way. You'll have to inform them of everything that has happened since you left the farm. But it is best to wait until the whole team is assembled. Data stops the truck and pulls the parking brake. Here we are, everybody down. Get out of the vehicle. You head towards the porch of the house where the rest of the Nemesis team is waiting. Without saying a word, Susan runs to you, ignoring the rain, and hugs you. For a few seconds, everything is silent as she holds you tight. You greet her sadly. I am also glad that... Susan won't let you finish. I thought we'd never see you again, Monica. I was so worried. We thought you were dead. Despite the noise of thunder in the distance, you can hear Susan's sobs, causing guilt and grief to wash over you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Logan White, come on, let's get inside. You must be freezing. As soon as you cross the threshold, you get a lump in your throat. Although it seems that the reconstruction is going well, you cannot help but feel guilty, as if you had not come to Logan and the others to attack the Children of the Sun's databases, Logan and Susan would still have a house they grew up in. Logan White, Data, walk them upstairs and give them dry clothes. Data huffs. Logan cuts you off. There will be time for that. You're all soaked. Change your clothes and have something to eat. We'll talk later, Monica. You nod gratefully. Thanks. From the top of the stairs, you hear Data grumble. Are you coming or what? I don't have all day. Go up to get changed. Logan takes a long draught and bangs his empty glass on the table. Okay, let's see if I got this straight. The Genesis Project, spearheaded by John Banner and funded by the Interstellar Republic, was in fact working on the creation of the ultimate artificial intelligence system, which was the given name Hydra, you nod. And for this Hydra system to be complete, it requires the original core, which was divided into 3 parts, as well as the infrastructure that the Republic was designing. With all these elements, Hydra can be transmitted from a station to infect any ship equipped with the My system. If that were to happen, almost every ship in the galaxy would be placed under the control network managed solely by the person that possesses Hydra. That's it. Logan runs his hand over his face. Seeing its instability and destructive power, the Republic halted the investigation, destroying 2 of the 3 cores, and the original core had split into while the third was embedded into a ship capable of keeping Hydra's destructive nature under control, and to use part of its power, the ship we know today as the Genesis. This was all kept secret and Jane Scott contained the Genesis. Only she, the high-ranking officials of the Republic, and the engineers working on the project knew about it. And then, after the Children of the Sun's attack, Nartos, who probably already suspected something, captured several of our men, including Jane Scott, and thanks to Van Lith's experiments has been able to extract a large part of her memories, revealing the truth about Hydra and the Genesis. Am I wrong? Not at all. Now, Nartos has managed to recreate one of Hydra's cores, and together with Levi Van Lith, has managed to enable the Phoenix to extract part of its power, surpassing the destructive capacity of the Genesis. It seems that he has understood the situation perfectly. Logan White. In addition, on Alpha Centauri, they are building the station that will allow Hydra to spread to every ship in the galaxy, granting them instant victory and control over the entire known universe. That's right. You go on, if they finally manage to recreate the remaining cores and finish building the station. Data. This doesn't look good. The Alliance is slowly falling apart, and our fleet can barely hold Nova Magna. The Children of the Sun are pulling back, and Nartos' counterattack is imminent. It won't be long before he takes Nova Magna again. Logan White, we must retaliate. Although the Children of the Sun have managed to defend Sol Invictus, the Alliance attack has cost Nartos a large portion of his fleet, and they cannot defend every sector. If we allow Nova Magna to be retaken, we'll be back to where we started. Mermaid. The Children of the Sun are not the only ones who have suffered casualties, Ghost. The Alliance has lost several of its leaders, and our forces are divided and in disarray. The Republic fleet continues to fight, while Mason is still missing. If we're to have any chance, we must find her and reassemble our fleet. I already told you, Mason is dead. Mermaid, we don't know that for sure. With our current equipment, we can barely obtain information outside this sector. For all we know, Mason could already have returned to Nova Magna to lead the defense. You shake your head. You weren't there, Mermaid. The only reason we're still alive is because Mason and the others sacrificed themselves to save us. No matter how many ships we send to defend Nova Magna, if Nartos shows up aboard the Phoenix, they will take the city. Nartos is unstoppable now. Chip speaks up while he plays a small handheld game. Nartos will not attack Nova Magna. What do you mean? Without looking up from the screen, he continues speaking. Nartos is looking for a win on time. You all look at him without understanding what he means. If this was a chess game, Alpha Centauri would be the most important piece. Sort of like the Children of the Sun's king, right? Since he let Schmidt get away, Nartos must be assumed that we're all aware of this. He knows that time is on his side, and is trying to protect his king at all costs. He abandons the attack, reinforces the defense, sacrifices pieces. His goal is to make the game last as long as necessary without taking risks. How can you be sure? Chip shrugs. Only an idiot would leave his king exposed in such a situation. Our pieces managed to break through their defensive lines, then... You finish the sentence. Checkmate. Chip's machine plays a victory tune. You saw that, Data? I just beat the record. Chip is right. You continue. Nartos' goal is to complete Hydra, no matter how many ships he loses in the process. The moment the station is put into operation, we're doomed. We must strike back. Only chance to destroy Alpha Centauri station before Van Lith finishes its construction. Logan. We can all agree on that, but how are we going to pull off something like that? You just said that we're no match for the Phoenix. We'll fight fire with fire. You keep talking. John Banner and the engineers at headquarters are working to repair the Genesis and its core at this very moment. With the power of Hydra, we'll be able to fight Nartos as equals. We'll use its power to breach the defenses of Sol Invictus so that our fleet can reach Vanla. If Alpha Centauri falls before Hydra is complete, victory will be ours. Logan puts his hand to his chin. The loss of Mason has thrown our fleet into chaos. If we don't manage to regroup all our forces, we won't stand a chance. You can't fight an entire army by yourself, Monica, no matter how powerful the Genesis is. You're right. You continue. Mason gave her life to give us a chance. We have the Genesis, and we now know Nartos' true intentions. I won't allow the Admiral's sacrifice to be in vain. I'll return to headquarters and regroup our fleet. I'll inform everyone of Mason's death and the location of Genesis. Once we're ready, the Alliance will launch one last combined attack. And what will you do if the captains don't listen to you? I'll promote a pawn. Chip smiles as he keeps on playing. You continue. Bradley is our best option. He was Mason's right-hand man, and I'm sure the rest of the captains will recognize him as their leader. With him in command as Admiral, we can coordinate the attack. This time we'll throw everything we have at the Children of the Sun. We'll fight our way to Alpha Centauri and stop Nartos once and for all. The rest of the team nods in agreement. Beta, so are you leaving for headquarters? Yes, we'll return to headquarters. You continue talking. My crew is exhausted and our Mycore has taken a lot of damage. We'll wait a couple of days for her to be fixed and then we'll get going. While we're gone, I need you to take care of Jesse and the others. Captain Bradley is the only captain other than me that knows the truth about Hydra, and he'll soon become the new Republic Admiral. He can't be captured. Besides, Bradley's condition is delicate. Although the prisoners don't appear to have serious injuries, many are still in shock. I know it's asking too much of him, but he's going to have to pull himself together before we get back to the rest of the Republic squads. If I fail, I'll leave it in your hands. You sigh. If we do not return, it will mean that the Children of the Sun have found us. If this happens, you'll have to inform the Republic of all of this and make sure that Bradley gets back to headquarters alive. They nod. In the silence that follows, you hear Susan whisper. That's enough. Susan? Susan hits the table hard as she gets up. I said that's enough. Are you listening to yourself, Monica? I've already lost count of how many times we've given you up for dead. You try to reassure her. We have no other choice. If we don't stop the Children of the Sun... Susan will not let you finish. I don't care. Haven't you done enough already? There are thousands of captains in the Republic. Why does it always have to be you? I didn't ask for this. Susan hits the table again. I'm not going to do it. If you guys want to send Schmidt to a certain death, I wish you the best of luck. But I will not take part in this madness. Susan leaves the room with tears in her eyes. Logan White. I'm sorry, Monica. These days have been very... You interrupt him. It doesn't matter. It's my fault. But I have to do it anyway. Logan smiles. I know, Monica. I know. Alright, let's see what we have to do now. You leave the house along with your crew and follow Logan. To be honest, Monica, I thought I would never see the Nemesis take off again. It originally belonged to our parents, but Susan has worked on it for so many years that it's practically a new ship. You nod. I'm sorry to have taken her. I know how much you love her. Susan loves that ship. Logan shrugs. It was her who told me to give it to you. You answer, I thought she was mad at me. Logan, I bet she is. Data, she has always been very passionate. She's been working tirelessly on that ship to get it ready. I wish she'd come to say goodbye. Give her time, Monica, she'll understand. When she learned of NATO's victory in the solar system, she was devastated. We thought we'd never see you again. Your leaving again is too much for her. Data jokes, trying to lighten the mood a bit. Be careful with her, Monica. If Gears finds out something happened to her ship, I'm pretty sure she'll make mincemeat of you. You smile. I'll be careful with her then. You hold out your hand to say goodbye, but Logan hugs you tight. This will always be your home, Monica. You know that, right? You answer with difficulty. I know, Logan. He pulls back and clears his throat in embarrassment. Data and Chip approach you, trying to hide their laughter. Data? Chip? Come on, Monica. To be honest, we don't really give a damn if you never come back. You both laugh. Data taps you on the shoulder. Hit them hard. Don't let them get away with it. Chip raises his head from his handheld game console and smiles. Nemesis never loses, Captain. We trust you. We'll do it. You get on the ship and take a look at them for the last time. Once again, the Whites have saved your life. You still remember the day you arrived at the farm. After you lost your parents, the Whites' old family friends agreed to raise you together with their 2 children. The White family had given you a home, and they offered you the warmth of a family. The children of the sun threatened to destroy everything you care about. Every free and blameless person will be subject to their tyranny, including Susan and Logan. You cannot let that happen. Let's go.
Testing. Testing. Can you hear me, Captain?
Good to hear you again, Mai. How are you feeling?
Good as new. All systems are operational and ready to get back into action. Were you worried about me, Captain?
Not at all. We'd already started looking at new AI models.
How heartless.
He's joking, Mai. It's been a while since we've seen the captain look so worried. He hasn't stopped hovering since we started the repair.
I love you too, Captain.
Well, there's still a long way to go. Let's get moving.
Ooh. Okay. What else can I add here? All right. Nemesis. Ah, they've leveled up. Good, good. All right then, let's continue. I wonder when we're going to be talking to Jody Blaze again. Let's actually check. Is she still part of the... Yep. All right then.
Captain, I'm detecting warp readings.
Oh dear.
Scouts! What are they doing so close to headquarters?
There will be time to investigate later. Everyone to your post!
More scouts approaching, Captain.
Fire at will! We must get to headquarters by any means necessary!
Yeah, I don't think the ship can take much more of this.
Enemies within range!
Copy that, Jackson! Take care of them!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh dear.
I'm not detecting any more warps in the area, Captain! These are the last ones!
You heard it? Stand your ground!
Yep, that's me. That was harder than it looked. Alright, let's repair, since clearly I'm not going to be able to handle this. Right, let's try again, shall we?
Captain, I'm detecting warp readings.
Scouts! What are they doing so close to headquarters?
There will be time to investigate later. Everyone to your posts!
Okay.
Great shot! Let's finish off the rest of the ship!
More scouts approaching, Captain.
Oh dear.
Fire at will! We must get to headquarters by any means necessary!
Enemies within range!
Copy that, Jackson. Take care of them!
Aye, aye, Captain. I'm not detecting any more warps in the area, Captain. These are the last ones.
Oh,
You
come
ready?
on.
Stand your ground!
That was the last ship, Captain.
What's happening? I thought the Children of the Sun were retreating into the solar system.
With our fleet leaving for the Children of the Sun sectors, headquarters is more vulnerable than ever. Besides, Nartos knows that we're still alive and need to get back here.
Do you think those scouts were looking for us?
I'm not sure. For now, it's best we land as soon as possible.
That was a lot of salvageable stuff. Excuse me. Let me just get this all done quick. Again, off we go. Headquarters. Although Tacit Stella was officially considered the Republic's headquarters, the space station had always been more of a diplomatic symbol than a military operations center. Most of the Republic's forces were gathered at the Rudfi military base, which had made it as much easier to regroup the fleet after the attack of the Children of the Sun. You look sadly at what has become of the base. Just looking at the number of ships in the spaceport gives you an idea of how devastating the war has been. NATO's attack on Tacit Stella resulted in the loss of most of the Republic's high command, who were there during that time for the Stella Summit. The few officers who survived that strike are now either dead or fighting the enemies outside the sector. You will have to deal with whomever Mason left in charge. You leave the spaceport behind and get into the elevator while you think about what you're going to say. The door opens and you enter the room. All around you, controllers issue orders to fleet leaders, completely ignoring you. Out of nowhere, a grey-haired man steps in front of you, waiting for an explanation. I'm Captain Monica Schmidt. Captain Harry Kelly. We're utterly busy, Captain. Whatever it is, it'll have to wait. You insist. I must speak immediately with the superior in command. I have crucial information for Captain Harry Kelly. Smith, tell Reaver to withdraw the squad. I'm sorry, Captain. This is not the time. Yes, Commander, I'm listening. Yes, the ships are in position. I have information regarding the Children of the Sun. No, Commander. Yes, a captain has come to the command room. Give me a second. The man looks down at you. I'm not going to say it again, Captain. Whatever it is, this is not the right time. Leave now before I have you arrested. Without another word, the man turns his back on you and activates the communicator again. Kelly continues to completely ignore you. Judging by the rest of the soldiers and their uniforms, he must be the highest authority in the control room. According to the little you have been able to hear of his conversation, it seems that he is receiving orders from one of the commanders. Maybe if you could get in touch with them. Continue listening to the conversation. Trying not to make a sound, you follow the man, who continues to talk as he walks slowly. We've sent Alice and Gammon along with several ships to support you, Commander. There's nothing new to report in Tasset Stella. Little by little, more ships of the Children of the Sun have arrived to reinforce the defenses. But our advanced guard has not notified us of any unusual movement. That's it. Right now, our highest priority is the fleet heading towards your position. The bulk of NATO's forces have left to neighboring sectors, but it seems that the presence near headquarters has increased considerably. Whatever it is, something has happened. Keep listening. Yes, I understand, Commander Thompson. Our men will soon reach Mulhayu. Yeah. Whatever the Children of the Sun are up to, will stop them before they get to us. Yes, Commander, we won't allow the station to fall. Thompson? Commander Thompson, Abby Thompson, had been the Republic officer in charge of the Dome for a decade. You had fought alongside her during NATO's assault on the space station. In the current situation, you can't think of anyone better to command the defense of headquarters. During the Dome's defense, you and the crew were able to work with her and her men for several days. If you could communicate with her, maybe she will listen to what you have to say. Set course to Mulhayu. Let's move.
Well,
Thompson is in charge of headquarters now. But she's not in the sector.
Abby Thompson, the Dome Commander?
That's right. We'll meet her and inform her of everything that's happened in Sol Invictus. If we're to have a chance, we need her on our side.
Do you think we'll convince her to go on the offensive? It doesn't seem like the best time for an attack.
I hope so, Mai. I hope so.
All right. Just going to use one of the repair kits. Because I couldn't be bothered going to the station right now. Ah, still nothing. Right. 99% will have to do. Let's get going.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Docking complete. Shutting down engines. Opening floodgates.
Together with the rest of your crew, you leave the mooring bridge behind and make your way through the station to the control room. As you enter, you hear Thompson's voice giving orders. Commander Thompson? Thompson turns to you. A massive burn covers the left side of her face, partly hidden under a black patch over her eye. Captain Schmidt, I can't believe you're still alive. I thought your crew was crazy to go and look for you after Riley captured you. You're a tough nut to crack, there's no doubt about that. Commander Thompson. You answer. With the help of my men, we captured Captain Lane Riley's ship and infiltrated Sol Invictus. It's a long story, but we were able to act from within and facilitate the Renegade Army's assault, as well as destroy Vanlith's lab. Vanlith? Are you talking about Levy Vanlith? That's right, I have a lot to tell you, Commander. Okay, but right now we need to focus on the Children of the Sun's attack. Our scouts have detected several squadrons heading towards this very sector. We believe the Children of the Sun intend to take the station to favor their position in the face of a possible assault on headquarters. I understand that the information you have is vitally important, but right now our highest priority is to stop their attack. Captain Kelly has sent as many troops as he can, but unfortunately the most experienced captains are still fighting NATO's fleet outside our sectors. If we are to have a chance, I need you to help us win this battle. Help me repel the Children of the Sun again, then we'll talk. Thompson offers you a handshake. Shake her hand. You squeeze her hand hard and she smiles. During the conversation, you're not able to take your eyes off the burn, and she seems to notice. With a slight movement of her other hand, she brushes away some of the hair that covers her face. You weren't the only one caught off guard by the Children of the Sun. During the defense of the dome, I lost over 100 men. The pain of this burn cannot be compared to the guilt of failing my troops. That wound will only heal once you've defeated Nartos. You nod. How many people have you watched die because of this war? You fully understand how Thompson feels. Thompson, I need you to go down with the rest of the captains Kelly sent and help us get everything ready for the assault. Aye, aye, sir. Attack is imminent. It's all set, Schmidt. We're already given the alert and the civilian population has evacuated. The station guard has been strategically distributed at all entrances. The rest of the captains are waiting for you at their positions. You head towards the room's hatch. Captain Schmidt. Yes, Commander? Good luck out there. No matter how much instruction they have received, nothing can prepare them for what is about to happen. On the other hand, the children of the sun have been trained to kill without mercy since the beginning of their military career. Their academies are like torture centers where only the strongest survive. Sigh. The elevator doors open and you walk out, shaking your head slightly. There is no point fretting about it. You wish you had more troops under your command, but you have no choice. Though many of them are newly appointed captains, they are soldiers of the Interstellar Republic. Men willing to risk their lives for justice and freedom. You arrive at the docks where your crew awaits at the ship, ready for battle. The time has come. All aboard.
They are jamming our engines, Captain.
Really now?
All hands to battle stations!
Uh-oh. There's my crosshair. Had me worried for a moment.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed. Great job, crew. We did it.
And let's continue.
All set, Captain.
Copy that, Morgan. The commander will brief us personally about the unprotected flanks. As soon as the order is given, I want everyone in position.
Enemy warp imminent.
Here we
Everybody
go.
get ready.
I'm shooting too high, it seems.
Commander, what is the situation of the rest of the units?
Everything's under control. Some haven't even entered combat. It seems for the moment you're taking the brunt of the attack.
We won't allow them to reach the station. Finish them off!
No, you don't. What happened to my crosshair again? There we go. That's that, I think. One left.
Captain, another unit is in trouble. Position 5742.
Alright, we're heading for the coordinates. I want everyone at their posts.
They can't take it much longer. Hurry up.
That was odd. Seriously? Stop stopping me in the middle of nowhere.
We've arrived at the coordinates, Thompson!
Captain! More enemies are approaching!
Don't let them reach the station!
I need to get closer before I bother wasting energy. Maybe I can hit that one. No, too high.
Captain, we need reinforcements at coordinates 5861. Captain Gammon's ship is down.
There are still enemies left! If we retreat now, they'll reach the station!
We can't leave the area, Thompson! The Delta unit will have to make do until we're done!
Roger that! I'll send some ships to support them in the meantime.
Okay, what was that about?
Enemy down, Commander! What's the status of the Delta unit?
Critical! The Children of the Sun are crushing them! I need you to defend their position now!
Roger that! Everybody, on the move!
This random stopping in the middle of nowhere because of what reasons exactly? Still don't understand what that's about.
Seriously? Another interception? Congratulations, you've made it onto my blacklist.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Excellent work, team. Are you all okay?
Let's just get her healed before we do anything stupid. Oh, hell no. I almost entered combat with like no health at all. Alright, that'll have to do.
We've arrived, Commander.
Deal with them! The children of the sun are breaking through! Allers! What are you doing? Return to your position immediately! Damn it, Allers! I order you to hold position! Damn coward!
Constant, what's going on?
Allers and part of his unit have deserted.
What?
There are only a couple of ships left facing the Children of the Sun. Position 5427 is unprotected.
Shit. Vega, Cross, Morgan, hold your position. The rest of the ships will come with me to take Allers' place.
Too late! The Children of the Sun are making their way to the station! Captain, I need you here now!
Aye, aye, Commander. Morgan, we must finish off the enemy and return to the station.
Loot.
Thompson, we're here.
The Children of the Sun have begun boarding the station! Do not allow any more ships to reach the docks!
Roger. We'll split the unit. Morgan and Vega will come with me to stop the advance of the Children of the Sun. The rest of you shall cover the station entrance point.
You heard the captain. Let's go.
Hell yeah!
What is the situation at the station, Commander?
We are repelling the raiding party that is boarded the station. Keep it up and keep them away.
Aye, aye.
The raiding party is retreating. The access points are clear again.
Keep it up. Protect the station.
For the Republic! Enemy numbers are dropping, Captain!
The Children of the Sun are at a disadvantage. We just have to hold on a little longer.
Victory is ours!
Morgan, keep a cool head. There are still enemies left.
Yes, Captain!
Zone clear, Commander. The Children of the Sun are retreating.
That's that.
It appears the enemy has given up. Have all units return to the station.
Roger that, Commander. Good job, guys. We're heading back to the station.
Loot. Oh, that would have been tragic. Upon disembarking, you can see the consequences of the battle inside. There are clear signs of shooting everywhere and casings scattered all over the pier. As you advance across, the medical teams tending to the wounded, in front of you, several men run towards you with a smile on their face. Captain Morgan, allow me to congratulate you, Captain. Commander Thompson had told us about your combat prowess, but seeing it in action has been really impressive. If it hadn't been for you, the station would have fallen. You have also fought bravely. You keep walking towards the control room, but Morgan follows you. I mean it. That Alice sold us out at the first sign of trouble. We thought it would be the end. You tried to get rid of him. I appreciate it, Morgan, but I wasn't the only fighter. The fact that the station is still standing is thanks to everyone, including you. And what's more, the commander's plan has maximized our defense capability. This is the result of teamwork. Morgan grimaces. I guess so. I just have Just that before you got here, we all thought that today would be our last. As soon as you arrived at the station, something changed. You gave us hope. We know that Thompson's done what she could, but if we're alive today, it's thanks to you. The rest of the troops feel like me, Captain Schmidt. Everyone's talking about it. Anyway, I just wanted to personally thank you on behalf of the rest of the captains. Push the elevator button. The door closes, leaving Morgan outside. As you approach the control room, you see Thompson giving orders. You clear your throat a few times until Thompson notices you. I'm glad to see you safe and sound. Your unit acted masterfully during the battle. Do you know anything about Allahs? Not at the moment, but it won't take long to find them. The search and capture warrant for treason is being transmitted at this very moment. Sooner or later, we'll find them. You nod. I guess there's something else you haven't told me about the Children of the Sun, isn't there? That's right. It's okay. As promised, I'm going to help you. But I still need a few hours to deal with the damage caused by the battle. As soon as the station can operate normally, we'll leave for headquarters. Once there, we'll meet with the High Command and several trusted men. We'll listen to everything you have to say, and I'll vouch for you before the rest of the officers. I appreciate it, Commander. You shake her hand, leaving the room, and head towards the mooring bridge. Although Thompson and her men are celebrating their victory, you know that this was nothing more than a ploy to waste your time. Had he wanted to, Nartos could have taken control of the station easily. As you already mentioned at the White Farm, you will need much more troops to be able to face the Children of the Sun in the solar system. Once on the mooring bridge, you prepare for takeoff. We're ready, let's go.
Mai, set a course for the Republic's headquarters.
So Thompson has finally agreed to listen to us?
She's got no choice. It's practically a miracle that we were able to fend off the Children of the Sun. The Republic needs a plan, and needs it now.
Thompson has called a meeting with several officers. Whether they like it or not, they know that if this continues, the Children of the Sun will soon defeat us. We've no time to lose.
Alright then. That'll be it for this one. I thank you all for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.